But hi, Alaina. How
Yeah,
are
this
you?
I'm good. How are you? Happy
I'm
Wednesday.
good. I know. Happy Wednesday. So you
My
have
cat's
had videos on YouTube, and now you have like millions of streams on your original songs, your Spotify's Radar Artist of the Year. How have these 2 years felt for you?
um it's kind of been in a little bit. I just keep thinking about how I am making YouTube videos and like dreaming of this happening. I hope that they can hear me. I'm still like stressing out over that. But now it's kind of switched to the studio every single day and just working and kind of finding out who I like what and I think to me that's really an important part of becoming like an artist and becoming somebody who creates music for other people because like I also ask my fans like what do you want to hear and what kind of vibes are you looking for, but it's been fun to find my voice.
There's like a lot of other artists do it backwards, where they like have a label and then they have a relationship. So you're able to like kind of build off of that community.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, it just keeps lagging on like for
Okay,
you. I
but
like
everybody,
can
if
only hear
there are
like
like,
snippets, but yeah.
yeah, if there are deep pauses in our video, it's just because of that.
Oh man. Love that what's going on. But yes.
Um, so how did you even start making like ASMR videos? Like what led you to that?
I saw that on YouTube, it was trending, and I was like, what's ASMR? I want to see. And then I saw these like little rain tapping things and then people eating, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna start eating food on my channel or whatever, but I wanted to find like my own little thing that could fit into singing, so I decided to do Sing You to Sleep. And that was where it all came from because like it started blowing up and a lot of people were watching it. So I was like, shit, okay, let me just keep doing that really quickly. And yeah, that really allowed my channel to like blossom and just blow up. So that's where it kind of all started.
Yeah, by the way, I totally didn't get the whole ASMR thing before, and then I watched your first ASMR video, and I kid you not, like I literally felt sleepy. Like I
Wait,
felt I actually started to feel like it was super soothing, and I was like, wow, I get this.
okay, yay. I'm glad. Like I get it's like kind of lullaby. I always sing my cat to sleep. She's sitting right here next to me.
Aw.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that was just really fun for me because I kind of have a soft voice as it is. So I was like, you know what? Let me put it to use and sing these people to sleep.
So then after you started doing that, at what point were you like, "Oh, I want to like make some music and like pursue this fully?" Because you were in college too, which by the way, I find super interesting, and you were a science major.
Yes, biology. Um, no, I always knew that I wanted to make my own songs. I just didn't know how to. So that's why I kind of experimented on GarageBand, and I would like hit up like our other producers would kind of hit me up and I would have them make like a beat for me and just put it on YouTube. Um, but Quill, she's like messing with my chain. Um, but no, that's kind of where it all started. And then whenever I started working with my producer, I was like introduced to this whole new world of production and singing and creating like my own little thing. So it was really fun to experiment with that.
I know, and you've kind of been in a bubble since you started. It's interesting
Oh,
because
yeah.
like you blew up, but you blew up during like a time where the world is shut down. Do you feel
Hmm.
like you've missed out on like doing certain things that an artist in your position would normally do, or like how has that felt for you?
There has still been like a lot of amazing experiences that have happened to me that like I hear and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like how did this happen? Or like I don't know, it's just insane. And there are like a lot of exciting things coming up, but I think it's just been a nice time to like grow and get used to everything, because before I
Yeah.
would have been shoved into, you know, finding myself when I had no time to find myself. So now I've been able to just sit back and think, but at the same time, I'm still, you know, there are amazing opportunities that are coming up, and I just, it's happening very nicely, and how Alaina in my heart would want it to happen.
I know it's been kind of like an incubator, which is actually, you're right,
Yeah.
like probably better for artists.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and you talk a lot about like being like introverted or like, I mean, obviously your first EP was Antisocial Butterfly.
Oh
So
yeah.
do you feel like music is like your extroverted self, whereas like your day-to-day life is like your introverted self?
Yeah, I always tell my fans that it's like late night Alaina whenever I'm
Ooh,
aiming.
I like that. Late night
Yeah,
Elena.
because like, you know, you get just crazy when it's really in like the late hours. So for me, I just, whenever I first experienced that coming out during singing, it was like another world. And I was just happy and confident and 100% myself. And I wasn't afraid to just try new things and be like a fucking badass bitch. So that's something that I've like carried over into making my music now. And I think definitely it's extroverted Alaina 100%, and I love it.
Yeah, I loved what you said about you were talking about like how Texas has like helped inspire your music, and you were talking about how like the music you create, like people could feel what you're feeling, and that's like always the way I've described music. I love that like you use that metaphor.
Yeah. No, yeah, because for me, I've always just like related to music and the lyrics, and I've always listened. I've always been someone to like really listen and pay attention to lyrics. So that's just carried its way through, and now I'm like, I need them to feel the lyrics. I need them to feel like exactly how I'm feeling, and yeah, it's nice to be emotional like that sometimes, you know?
Oh my God, I know. I love being emotional. I'm a Pisces and I'm very emotional.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But now you're in LA and you moved
hmm
here like pre-quarantine or like during quarantine. How has
It's
that been?
Yeah, I moved here right before we started quarantining. I think January 22nd was when I got here, 21st. But it's been like a little over a year, and it's been fun. You know, I don't really go out a lot, but like ever since things have kind of started opening up, or they're doing like outdoor dining, I've tried like experimenting with that and going out some. So it's just like now I really want to go out because I've been inside for too long. I haven't like met new people, or just I need to experience some things and go on tour and sing. So
Well, listen, you have an album coming up, so I'm sure you're going to be a busy bee soon enough. But let's
yes.
let's talk about like your upcoming album. So you released the first single off of your first album,
hmm
um, STFU, I Got You, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that single. Like the vibe I got from that is like, shut up, come on, just like give in to us.
Yes. That's okay, that's good. No, like with SDFU, I really like writing love songs, and
Yeah.
the kind of late night Alaina would really just start shit for no reason and then be like, "Yo, chill out. Like let me love you. Don't pay attention to
I
everything else."
love that vibe.
Yeah, so it's just for all the people who are kind of a little bit crazy but also super in love with who they're with. So it's a fun little song, but also has like a lot of attitude. Like my dad was talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, that song is a scandal in itself." And I was like, "Oh
Oh
shit." Okay.
my God. I love that your dad said that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that's what he said compared to like other things, but yeah, no, it's been fun.
Are you dating? Is it inspired by true events?
It is inspired by true events.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
So,
my little Scorpio crazy self coming out.
of course, you're a Scorpio. So,
Yeah.
what can we expect from like the rest of the singles on the album? You have one coming out, Indica?
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow night.
Okay, so tell us about that single.
Yeah, so this Indica is I've always just wanted my own little song to listen to and vibe to. And I've had songs like that I've come out with, but this is the first time that I've talked about like weed and just kind of how I feel on that, because I think that that's been a big part of my growth as well, just kind of experimenting and learning about new things and learning about the fucking universe and all these like crazy things that happen that a lot of
Yeah.
people a lot about. So in this song, I wanted to highlight how I feel whenever I'm high and highlight that like sensation of just being out of body, but also talking about like cool visuals and like just beautiful things that are like in nature and in space that you think of when you're high and you're like, damn, that's great as hell. But like
I
make
love
it.
that.
So yeah, I'm really excited for it to come out.
Oh, what can we expect from the rest of the album? Like what's the energy?
I think it's like releasing these two, stfu and Indica, is a nice little sum up because we have
Okay.
the album, of course, but we also have the very chill vibe and the Alaina that is in her room late at night and in her feels and just wants to cry or vibe. So it's kind of that little mix of attitude and chill, and it's just perfect because like this is me expressing myself in ways that I had never expressed myself before. So it's like it's just so exciting for me to finally put it out there and see what people say.
I love that. By the way, you need to call your next album Late Night Alaina.
I
But
really do. Yeah, that needs to be something. It's too good.
okay, but so you're talking about like how this album you've probably like expressed yourself more than you ever have. What's
Mhm.
that like process like to getting to that point like when you're writing? Like how do you is it like you start journaling or like what do you do to like get those to express yourself in that way?
I mean, it's always kind of there because usually if Romans is trying to find different like vibey little instruments or sounds to put into the production, I'm like in the back writing or thinking of what I'm feeling in this moment. Like if I were in that actual place, what would like the vibes be around me? What would the weather be like? What would I be thinking or something like that? So I try to make it as poetic as possible. And I think that comes from whenever I was younger, I always had like diaries that I would just write in. So it's kind of like stayed with me to be super poetic for no reason at all. And now it's just the way that I express myself because I think like there's like a different kind of beauty in that, making it mysterious and dark.
I
It's,
love
it's,
that. And I do feel like when an artist puts that into their music, it comes across. Like you could feel
oh
like,
yeah.
oh, it feels like this would be like a summer day and like you're going out or like you could always like feel kind of the vibe or the energy of the song.
Yeah, exactly. I love that part about music.
We gonna have any Spanish songs on this album? Because I know that you've been incorporating that a lot. Your last EP you released in Spanish as well.
Mm-hmm. Um, I definitely am writing songs in Spanish, but just like I did for the Voice Notes EP, where it was like a little mix of English and then flipping over to Spanish. We're not gonna do like a full translated thing like that, but right now I'm just focusing on, English songs, and then sometimes I'll have like Spanish songs that I'll be like, no, this sounds better if it were in Spanish, so we just save that for whenever we're gonna start just working on that like hardcore.
Yeah, I love that you did that. You need to like do an entire Spanish album. What
That's
made you like what led to that decision like in your music career? Because you were early on when you decided to like incorporate Spanish. So like what led to that decision?
I've always really just loved learning different languages, and I kind of wanted to flex it whenever I was learning Spanish. So I was like, let me put it in my songs really quickly, even though like I'm still learning it and I'm not like fluent or anything. It was just something, it's like another way to express myself. And
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love how Spanish sounds and how the melodies sound, and then also the words that like we end up using. It has like a nice little vibe to it, you know?
I know, and I do feel like sometimes in other languages, like you could express feelings differently that don't even translate.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just a different little beauty. Like imagine translating that stuff into French or something. You just
I
be like,
know, that would be beautiful. You need to
yeah,
learn French.
gonna learn all the languages and put them in my songs.
Yeah. Do you have any features in this album?
I
You're like, I haven't decided yet.
no, we're like getting there. I do, but it's something different that a lot of people won't expect. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
before you leave, like I like to end things with like a little fast five questions. So they're
Okay.
like cute little, so I'm gonna ask you them. Okay, so the first one is advice you would give to your younger self. I mean, you're super young, but like advice you would give to like maybe your teenage self.
Okay. I think I would tell myself to kind of, yeah, to listen to what I'm thinking or listen to what I'm like overthinking about, because I just kind of shoved it all down, and now it's coming up to like 21-year-old me. So I'm just like, bro, deal with your problems, please. Like, learn to forgive yourself, learn to let go, and just know that everything is going to be okay. Because like, I wish that somebody would have told me that when I was really, really young.
Yeah. Wait, you turned 21 this year, right?
Yeah, I
How did you
think.
celebrate? Yeah, I think.
What did I do? I have no idea.
I'm like, that's a huge birthday.
Yeah, I like stayed with my friend one night, and then we kind of just got lit at my apartment. But oh my gosh, no, I flew to Vegas, but because it's obviously coronavirus, I was just like, it was a nice little hotel getaway, and I was like just chilling in the hotel with my boo, so it was really cute.
Oh, with your boo. I was
Just stay
gonna say
whole
I was
weekend, relaxed.
I was gonna say you have to do Vegas at least like once. Maybe you should go back like when it's open.
Yeah, no, no, definitely. Whenever I can actually like walk around and not be scared about getting COVID, I'm gonna do that. But it was really fun to just go and like see everything from the window and be like, hey, and then just chill with the champagne and shit.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
second question is one thing you hope for yourself this year.
Um, I hope that stuff just continues to keep like growing. And that goes with me, that goes with my music and just everything, like my relationship with my cute little fans. I just want all of that to keep fucking flourishing as it is, because it's helping me grow into somebody beautiful, and
Oh,
it's music as well. So I love that.
yeah. Are you gonna keep making like YouTube videos, you think, as your career goes on as well, like personal ones?
Yeah, I think so, because there's not a lot that they get to see, and I've like always been like, oh yeah, I'm a super private person kind of, but I want them to get a look into my life. So now that I'm doing more like official music and everything, it's hard to balance like the covers or the vlogs, but I have my own little e-girl diaries going on, so I'm definitely going to keep that up for them.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The third one is a misconception about yourself.
Oh man, I don't like that other people think about me.
I guess so. Like something you're like, oh, I feel like a lot of people think this, but I don't think it's true.
Okay. Hmm. Oh shoot, I don't know. I think probably like a bunch of people will come up to me and they'll start saying like all this stuff about how, social I am, or how like outgoing and stuff. And I'm like, bro, what do you think whenever I say I'm antisocial that I'm just like covering up something, or like I'm just like saying fashion? Like no, like they want me to do all these things, and I'm like, let me chill in my room really quickly.
You're like, I have so much anxiety inside.
Yeah.
Um,
COVID.
I know so one of my friends is super introverted and like I feel like during COVID she's actually thrived because there's
Yes.
like no social pressure, which I find
Yeah.
super interesting. She's like, actually, like when people ask me how I am, I'm like, great. Do you feel
Living,
like you've been
living.
like that? Like, oh, it's been kind of awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I like love staying in and everything. But then also I think it's kind of pushed me to want to be more social as well, which is really weird. It's like reverse psychology. It takes it away and then you're like, wait, no, I want it back maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
So kind of happening to me right now.
Yeah, I mean, you just moved to LA, you got to experience it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the fourth one is one thing you learned this past year.
That I don't know anything. That's
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
I thought like before I was like, you know what, I am well equipped in my knowledge. I know what I'm doing. But now it's just like I don't know anything at all. So it's been like a fun COVID totally just messed me up. But it's beautiful in the best way possible.
Do you feel like that happened music wise too? Like you kind of challenged yourself musically?
Oh yeah, I think it's all came from that, because I had to like sit with myself and just question what I was doing and what I wanted to like be, and that kind of just helped me from there grow into somebody different, and somebody like still me but also very confident and outgoing in some sort of way.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in like 5 years? As cliche as that sounds, I feel like you have such an amazing voice, truly. Like I could see you like exploding.
Yes, that's what I see. But it's like I see tours and big
Yeah.
concerts and like just totally taking advantage of like the visual aspect of it, their
Yes.
creative aspect, doing things in like Madison Square Garden. So I see it. It's gonna happen. Like this happened because I saw it. So I'm gonna just keep manifesting that.
Yeah, keep manifesting. You're gonna get there. And the fifth one is the last thing that inspired you.
Ooh. Hmm. Yesterday, we were doing this little shoot for something low key, and everything that I do nowadays is just very like dark neon rooms. Like everybody just knows that's where I go to.
I like your
So
vibe.
yeah, whenever I was in there, they were doing something really cool with like a projector on the wall behind me and like fog and everything, and it just made me feel really like dreamy and in a sort of headspace. So I wanted to write a song about that. So yeah, it usually just spawns from that. And that's kind of like Indica. That's the vibe like Indica. So
It comes out tomorrow night. Tomorrow?
mhm.
Tomorrow or
Yes,
tonight?
pre-save is in my bio tomorrow night at 9 p.m. PST.
Okay, okay, awesome. I can't wait to hear it. Is
Yeah,
there
I hope.
anything else you want to tell us about this upcoming album or anything coming up?
It's totally different, but I know that everybody who's watching this live, you guys are gonna love it, and I hope that you take it and escape with it and create your own confident aura that you want to put out.
Ooh, I love that. What do you mean by like different? Like you mean it's different from your past EPs?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely different from those and like sound and everything, but also in just like the way that I come across because I want to share that you don't have to be, quiet anymore. You don't have to be scared to go out of your mental block. Like it's all good and I want this music to really help with that.
Oh, see, I love that. I love that like you're kind of growing up, but then with your music, so we're able to like see you grow with the music.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite thing. I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Well, I'm excited to see where you go. Do you guys have any questions for her before she jumps off? Let me see.
Yeah. Hey, Universal Kid Genius.
I have such bad eyesight, so I'm having trouble reading them.
No, that's me too.
Um, Being a young Latina in music and
Anytime.
navigating a male-dominated field.
Oh,
That's a
oh,
good one because you are a young female in this industry that is very male-dominated.
mm-hmm. I think the most important thing is to express yourself in any way that you want to, because there are going to be a lot of people that think that they know how to style you or how you should talk or like all this stuff. And it doesn't matter what they think because like you're doing your own thing. You were happy before they came along. So you're going to continue to be happy even after that. So I think like the strongest thing is don't care about the opinions of the
Yeah.
sheep.
Yeah. Don't
Don't
let
matter.
don't let anybody tell you who you are. Trust your intuition with your music.
Yeah, yeah, especially with these men who just be sharing their opinion for no reason.
I know the mansplaining.
Mm-mm.
Let's see if there's like one more. Someone wants to marry you. Cute.
I'm here for that. What is the name for the upcoming album? I can't say.
Is it
Yeah.
gonna be Late Night Alaina?
It might be a little quick switch of it. No, but it has something to do with that like vibe of late
Okay.
night thinking
I
about
love that.
first the stars, all that stuff.
Is there any like time frame to when it's gonna be released?
Um soon. It's
Soon.
soon rather than later, but this year.
Okay. Like by
Yeah.
summer? Winter?
It could be out by then. It could.
All right.
Around that time.
Okay, I think that is it.
Yay.
Cool. Thank you so much for talking to me. I love your music. When I listened to what the one Just a Boy, I had Just a Boy on repeat for like 5 days.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's my sad vibe.
Oh yeah, me too. The sad truth vibe, you know.
Yeah.
We need that.
But enjoy the rest of your day and week. I can't wait to listen to your new single tomorrow and your new album soon, hopefully.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I hope that you have an amazing week.
Of course, I can't wait to see you grow as an artist. I'm going to talk to you again like when your next album comes out.
We'll do like a compare and contrast
Yeah,
thing.
you're going to be like in a completely different vibe. Your background color is going to be like red.
My hair is gonna be different. Who knows?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh man.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye everybody.